Your calm nature confuses people because they know the chaos that they try to surround you with, and they know that they try to confuse you and keep you stuck, wondering, chasing after answers, begging for clarity, trying to figure out what was going on. And they didn't realize that you recognize that them trying to confuse you, it was just a tactic to distract you. And the whole time, they pushed you out of the group, out of the crowd, didn't invite you. They outcasted you. They thought that you were devastated. And maybe, obviously, you were sad. It was like a harsh reality because you thought these people cared about you. And turns out that they all seem to not really come through when it actually mattered. And then you realize, as you were in isolation, that was actually necessary for you to put this all together, is that all of them had similar traits. They all kind of resembled each other. Whether they were young, old, girl, guy, it didn't matter. They all had the same traits. And that's when you realize, oh, so this was like a organized thing here. Whether they knew it or not, spiritually, that thing was assigned to you. Because the insecurities within them made you the target, because you just didn't have the same hang-ups as other people, and that made them feel more annoyed, more triggered by you. And then because you're connected to your empathy and you're sensitive to feelings of other people, probably too much, you recognize things in people that most don't ever see because they're tricked by words, or they are so desperate for validation that they'll just go off of what somebody says. And maybe even you've gone through that at some point of time in your life, but eventually, when you have the time to figure it out, you have nothing but time. They actually gave you exactly what you needed to figure this whole thing out. They gave you the time and the space, and then they all acted a complete fool. And you were like, what is the connection here? Okay, so they're all showing the same signs of toxic behavior, narcissistic and selfish tendencies, and a greedy lust for money and attention. Because who they serve is the world or money. They all conspired together to sell you out so that they could reap from that. That's basically how that worked. And when they checked back up on you to see how horrible you were doing, because they celebrated right away. And that's when they realized that they celebrated too early. Because you were fine. By that time you were okay. You were like, oh, bet. I get what's going on. And the crazy thing is, people have the nerve to actually act confused as to why you're not crying still about what they did to you, or why you're so hung up on them doing what they did. Because they don't realize that you understand what happened. That the things that they did to you weren't random or mistakes, A mistake is like stepping on someone's shoe by accident, not cheating compulsively, not spreading lies that are completely false about someone's character who least deserved it, because they know that you won't retaliate in the same way that they know they fight dirty, and they know you won't. So they think that you're worthy of being the prime candidate for somebody to bully. And isn't that the definition of a coward? Let me go after somebody who I perceive to be smaller than me, because I know that it's easy. The definition of coward, absolutely. And then they have the nerve to feel almost betrayed by you now, because you had the smarts to heal and say, no, I loved you, I cared about you when I saw this in the rose-colored glasses type of way. But now that I took that off and I saw the setups and the lies and the continual betrayals of everyone around me, and that it was purposeful behavior, please, no. If you question anything else in your life, never question that people are aware fully of what they are doing to you. Fully. You can't, and even if they aren't fully aware, they need to become more reflective on their behavior, because you can't claim it's like law. You can't claim ignorance of the law as a reason as to why you don't follow the rules. You're expected to function in a certain manner. Meaning when things come back around, what goes around comes around. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked that somebody that you pushed into isolation had the brains to actually see everything for what it was, when they had the quiet to actually think about it. And then when they realized, or you realized, that they did that on purpose, what do we have to be sad about? What do we have to mourn? It was like, oh, thank God they did that. And then you allowed them to think that they were winning still, so that they just left you alone, because by that time you're like, I'm over it. Like, I don't want you to come back. I don't want you to come around. And they were shocked. They were, when I tell you shocked, they don't know how you know the things you know. And you always tell them, God tells me, God protects me. And they get upset at you. They do this retaliatory type behavior because they're mad that God protects you. But God protects you because they're always attacking you. So they're mad that you have favor because you have to have favor, because they're always attacking you, because you don't deserve to be attacked in the first place, and so he has to cover you. Make it make sense. And these are people that you know you can't have a conversation with, you can't come to some logical conclusion with, because they don't talk in a logical manner. They just talk in circles, and they lie. So what's the point? So when you put that to rest, you were like, oh, this is easy. I see this now. I see it for what it is. Y'all are selfish. I can't deal with you. I'm gonna move on with my life. I'm still me. You know, and they almost have they see you're gifted. They see that you have a beautiful heart. You have an amazing mind. You're strong. You're kind. You know, all these things about you. And that is why they do the things they do, to overlook you, so that you feel like you're not. They want you to feel like the ugly duckling, like the black swan that nobody sees. And now they have spread so many lies that they've exposed themselves, because your healing showed everyone who was who. And it showed the liars for the liars that they are. And they just attracted more attention. They actually spread, it's like that media thing, bad media, any media is good media. That's what they did for you. And you're not asking for a front and center page type stuff. Like you don't need that kind of attention. But for some reason, God wanted to make you the poster child for, this is what my child looks like. And even though you thought you were going to start something, I'm going to finish it. And that's why you're still standing today. And they can't stand it. Well, if they haven't learned, they can learn today that they don't have any power over your destiny or your healing. When you put your mind to something, do it. Nobody can stop you except for you. So remember that, because you deserve to heal and be happy and to move on with the rest of your life. And they will have to live with what they did to you for the rest of theirs. However long or short that may be. Either way, you're free. Congratulations.
Looks like you forgot, once again, how powerful you are.